It's Android Authority. We're live here on the ground, and we're looking at actually a rather controversial piece of hardware. And what we're looking at here is the ZTE Grand Memo, or Memo, depending on how you'd like to pronounce it. Now, initial reports had indicated, and some spokespeople here, they had told us that this was packing the Snapdragon 800 processor, a processor that's supposed to be extremely powerful that we haven't had a chance to see yet. But it turned out that wasn't the case. Then we were told it was the 600, and it turned out that wasn't the case. The guys over at Android Police, who we have a lot of respect for, were able to do some digging and some benchmarks and found out that the specs were actually only of the Snapdragon S4 Pro. And even though it stated that it had 2 gigs of RAM, it only has 1 gig of RAM. So they've updated everything now, but it's still a pretty impressive piece of hardware. Excuse me. Packing a 5.7-inch 1280 by 720 display. It also on the rear has a 13 megapixel camera. It tends to kind of pop out a little bit. A headphone jack. Now there's really no metal on this actually, just a sort of a Samsung style plastic design. And for those of you that like big phones, ZTE actually makes pretty decent hardware. Thing is though is that at 5.7 inches is really, really large. You'll see actually even bigger than the Galaxy Note 2. So this is going to be a device that is going to require a two-handed operation pretty much at all times. The performance isn't too bad. It tends to lag a little bit here in their app drawer, but probably going to go on the market here by middle of April, and it's going to have a really aggressive price point, probably around $500. Anyway guys, so this is the Grand Memo from ZTE. My name's Darcy Lacouvé here. We're with Android Authority, reporting live from Mobile World Congress, Barcelona.